All aboard your tech and games caboose. We have some Harry Potter AR augmented reality games, as well as a Sekiro launch trailer, and then a TechApple deal at the end of the video. So let's jump into Harry Potter Wizards Unite. So this is an augmented reality mobile style game, similar to Pokemon Go, but they add quite a little bit of cool, interesting details and mechanics that we can jump into. So a couple of the details, the story-wise, basically the wizard world is in trouble and it's affecting the Muggle world. So basically what we're seeing is these Foundables, or memory style things, of artifacts, creatures, peoples, and then memories themselves, are appearing in the Muggle world. And it is your job as a recruit of the Statue of Secrecy Task Force to basically go around the world, the real world, and find these and basically get rid of them with spells that you'll cast. There's cool little animations that you'll have to do as well. So basically we also get to see a bunch of the different world locations. So these are similar to other AR games where they're actually put in place. So parks, banks, libraries, zoos, art galleries, and more different places in the world. You'll find different things going around. And again, you'll want to get rid of these with spells, and they use spell energy. So in the video, you'll see about 150 spell energy. It could be per day, we'll have to see how that goes. But you can replenish this by stopping in at inns found at Muggle locations. So again, you'll have to be looking around and exploring to get some of your spell energy back. And as well as you're running around, you'll also be collecting some ingredients to brew potions. So you'll be able to do a couple different potions. It looks like some of them increase the next cast spell damage. Maybe there's some that could increase spell energy. We'll have to see how that goes. But another interesting mechanic with the potions, they are found in different environments, so maybe near water or forests, and then it depends on what weather is actually going on, as well as the time of day for which ingredients you'll find at different designated zones. So pretty intricate for the potions at least. And then another cool thing is the Portmanteus, which is a portal you'll be looking around for, and once you enter this actual portal, you will be put into a full 360 augmented reality experience. So you'll be basically in the example is the Ollivander's Wand Shop. So it looks like you can get some cool items as well. Maybe there could be some capes or maybe a hat or two. So it could basically increase your power or whatever they decide to do with that mechanic. And then one other combat thing before we jump into the actual gameplay footage. So some combat and skills. So fortresses look like they are the multiplayer, a little bit more difficult content. So you can actually group up with people in the real world and go take on these wizarding challenges. And another cool thing about the multiplayer aspect is there's going to be 3 professions. So you can pick between the aurors, the magizoologists, and professors. So each different class or profession will have different skills, and they could maybe combo with each other, or maybe one would weaken the enemy and another would help buff your friend's attack damage or defending damage, because you actually can defend and attack. Another interesting mechanic. And that, I guess, leads us into the actual video of some encounters. Here it looks like there is a memory of Harry being attacked by a Dementor. And what we just saw here is a threat level. So maybe you might not want to actually engage in the threat if it's too high a level for you, and you can basically figure that out. And then here is the little cast. Here's a couple potions. One of the ones mentioned greatly improves the next cast in traces and challenges. So we'll have to see how the different potions, but it looks like someone just drank one. And then here you'll actually do the little animation yourself to cast this spell. And this spell is one of your favorites, which is, apparently there's a scale, Patronum. Patronum. So pretty cool there. And there's a couple other cool combat things. So apparently you saved the memory of Harry Potter, and this goes into a chest or something. And here is an attack and defending. So here is 42. When you cast the spell, it looks like it uses 1 spell energy, and when you defend, it doesn't seem like it actually uses up any spell energy, so just when you're attacking. So a certain amount of attacks per until you regen it with some ins and such. So we're taking down a werewolf right now. Crystal looks like it's beating up this poor werewolf. Here's a couple different spell animations. There's a couple like some scythe ones and some other Patrago. So some cool stuff there from Harry Potter. And then there's one more where you face a Death Eater and some more action. I'm not sure if this is a Fortresses multiplayer challenge or not, but some pretty cool attack, defend, some ingredients, a little bit of a different style on the AR style mobile games going out there and getting people into the real world. And you can also pre-register for this game. There's no actual date yet, but it looks like 2019 sometime. So get registered and get some magic spellcasting going on. Here's a little picture of it. Looks like the in-game map when you're looking at the map looking for an inn or different kind of stuff. So pretty interesting there. And jumping over to some other game news, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice gets an official launch trailer, which gets some pretty good action going on and some bosses and some other little tidbits from this. So it looks pretty hectic and a lot of action going on. And we get to basically, you're going to defend your master and get him back if he gets captured or whatever happens. So Sekiro is a samurai, really intense sword fighting combat game with some story going on and some grappling mechanics going on as well, obviously, and a ton of different crazy boss battles with different strategies that you'll have to do to actually beat these different bosses. Here's a couple pictures of them, video of them, obviously. And so here's a mid-range part in the trailer, and it looks like we're gonna find out why Sekiro is called Shadows Die Twice, because you may or may not die and may or may not come back. Fate still doesn't want you dead, as you heard. So it looks like you come back and you're going to be facing some pretty big bosses, throwing around bells, doing some quick animations, a little bit of blood here and there. And okay, there's some big fists, some giant swords, and some explosions, and some other crazy stuff, fire animations, hammers, and it looks like a lot of crazy combat. And here's a good blood story picture. So pretty good for that. This is coming out March 22nd, so you got about 10 or so days to wait for that. And that leads us into the last tech/deal topic for today. So Apple is offering users 10% incentive bonuses to add funds to your Apple ID. So if you buy apps or games or even music, I guess, this would all be worthwhile for a 10% bonus when you add funds. So this is only available for a couple days until March 14th. But if you add between $1 and $200 with a limit of one time doing this, that you will get a 10% bonus. So $100 will get you a $10 bonus, $200 is the max, and will get you a $20 bonus. So go buy some apps or get ready to buy some apps, music, or even iCloud storage apparently is good. So there you go. That is your tech and games for today. And we will have another episode tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific with some more tech and games. With that, we will be signing out. Pew, 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 pew.